this video last night because I had an extra hour of time. The kids went to bed early and I was like so excited. I'm like, yes, I actually look half decent and I can film a video right now because I have time. And so I filmed the whole video. I took my thumbnail, which if you're a YouTuber, you know is something that everybody forgets to do. I am notorious for filming the entire video and then turning off my camera and going and doing things and totally forgetting to film a thumbnail until I go to sit down and edit, and then I realize that I don't have it. Anyways, long story short, last night I actually remembered to do it. But here's the funny thing. I plugged my camera into my computer to upload my video and all of my images, and then I went and I got ready for bed. I changed, I took off my makeup, I took my hair down, and then I realized when I got back to my computer that my file was corrupted and my entire video didn't load. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my tips for managing my side hustles as a busy mom to 3 kids under the age of 3. Does it get crazy? Absolutely. But is it totally doable? Yes. Yes, it is. Because if I can do it, I don't have any special skills, you guys. I'm just a normal person. You can do it too. So I don't know about you guys, but it seems like 2020 is the year to start a side hustle, whether it's a YouTube channel, a side business, joining an MLM, starting your own company from home, or just, I don't know, starting to blog or try to get affiliate links going for your Instagram, whatever it may be. People are diversifying their income streams, and that is so awesome. There is never a downside to diversifying your income. Let me just start out with saying that. If you're considering doing a side hustle, I would urge you to start yesterday. It is the best thing that you can possibly do, because what's wrong with making extra money and diversifying income? Absolutely nothing. It is only ever going to benefit you. So if you're thinking about doing it, stop everything else that you're doing, finish watching this video, and then go and start your side hustle. Because I promise you, you will thank yourself in 6 months. 100%. I know that I did. All right, guys, so let's just get right into it. I know you guys want the goods. You want the meat and potatoes of this video. I have 5 tips for you on how I manage my time and make sure that I get everything done so that I can actually have my 2 side hustles and still be a good mom and take care of my kids. Before I go into all of my 5 tips though, I am going to let you guys know what my 2 side hustles are. My first side hustle has been YouTube, and I started doing YouTube before I had my twins. I wanted to do it just as kind of a way to document my journey with my twin pregnancy, because with my daughter, I only took pictures and I felt like videos were so much better when I looked back and I found the odd one. So I just thought it would be fun, especially as a twin mom. I was looking for tons of content about what to expect in my pregnancy, and so I figured I would just journal mine and share it as well in case anybody else was looking for the same thing. It ended up being something that I really enjoyed doing, and I've decided to continue on with it. I did recently get monetized on YouTube, which is super exciting. It was not something that I was expecting to do because I did take a bit of a break from it after the twins were born. But if you guys want to know how I got monetized on YouTube and what my journey to that monetization looked like, I'm more than happy to do a video of that for you too. Post a comment below and I'll get right on it. My second side hustle, I actually picked up when the twins were, I want to say 3.5 months old. I was kind of at that point where my whole life revolved around feeding, changing diapers, and playing with babies and my toddler, and I felt like I was going absolutely crazy. I just had no time for me. I don't even remember if I really had time to wash my hair once a week. Like, it was insane. Anybody who has twins, you know what it's like those first few months. It's like I don't even remember it. Time just flew by, and somehow we're all still alive and well, so I guess that it worked out. I don't think I really had time for a side hustle, but I decided to do it anyways because I just felt like I needed something for myself. I needed something that I did just for me and not for anybody else. But in the long run, it actually has benefited my entire family. All right, so my first tip, and this is probably the biggest one, and I feel like if you can nail this tip, then you are off to the races, is to find something that you absolutely love. Like, love, love, love. If you love making videos and taking photos, then think about doing YouTube. If you're totally into makeup and beauty and you enjoy putting it on every single morning and trying new things and playing with it, then partner with a makeup brand. And if you love living a healthy lifestyle and you're always at the gym and taking different supplements, then maybe something like It Works would be for you. Find something that fits your niche. Find something that fits seamlessly into your life without you even having to think about it. Because as soon as you do that, it's gonna make the entire process so much simpler. And I just can't emphasize that enough. For me, the side hustle that I decided on was something that basically I had to change nothing in order to incorporate. I was already doing all of the things that I do now, working and making money, that I was doing before. And I was making nothing to do it. So it just was a no-brainer for me when I was introduced to this opportunity. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on this, because if I don't, I'm just losing money and I'm still doing the same things anyways. So for me, it doesn't even feel like work, because it's stuff that I already did and already enjoyed doing. And I think, like I said, that is the biggest tip that I have for you, is to find something that fits seamlessly into your life. If you have to change nothing in order to start making money, or change very, very little about what you're already doing in order to keep making more money, then really, it's a no-brainer. Go for it. Literally, jump on it. Jump on that opportunity, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. This leads perfectly into tip number 2. My second tip, and this one goes right along, like I said, with number 1, is to have fun with it. The second that you stop having fun with something is when it becomes work. If you're always doing something that makes you happy and you're having fun with, then it's never gonna seem like you have to do work, and you're actually gonna enjoy it. Because let's just be straight up here. Even if it fits pretty seamlessly into your life, it is still an extra thing that you're going to be thinking about and doing during the day. And that means it's going to take a little bit of time away from the other things that you have to do in the day. So if it's not something that you enjoy doing and that you have fun with, you're not going to want to do it, and you're not going to stick to it, or you're just not going to be fully invested in it. Find something that you love, 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 and I promise you, you'll be so much more excited to jump up and do it every day. And as a result, you are going to be so much more successful with it. And on top of that, let's just be real. People love other people who are happy and having fun. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's not having a good time, right? Everybody wants to be around the person that's the life of the party, that always looks like they're having a blast and is just living life to the fullest. So if you're doing something that genuinely lights your heart on fire, that is going to come across in all of the things that you do, and you're going to be way more successful with it and draw way more people to you and your side business. My third tip to managing your side hustles as a busy mom is to schedule your time. And I can't emphasize this one enough. It is so massive. If you don't schedule your time, you will literally run out of hours in the day. I did it at first. Everybody does it when they first start a side hustle. You just don't realize where the hours go, and then the days go and the weeks go, and next thing you know, you've accomplished nothing and it's been a month. So my tip is buy one of those big calendars that goes up on the wall that you can look at every day, those little wipe away markers, and schedule your weeks out in advance. And then grab yourself a really good planner, one that has the hours of the day in it, and block out sections of time that you know you have to work on your business. The reason that I do this, and the reason that I find it works so well for me, is because I know how productive I can be in a specific amount of time. For example, if I know I have to send off 30 emails, then I know it's probably going to take me about 45 minutes to do that, maybe an hour. So I can look at my schedule for the next day or two, and I can look and say, okay, here I have an hour blocked off that I'm going to do work. I've decided that's an hour when my husband's home and he can look after the kids and I can get some work done. So I can go ahead and say, and write in that little block, emails, 30 emails. And that way I know exactly what I'm accomplishing during that time. And it's much more effective, because let's be real, if you don't know what you're going to do during your time and all of a sudden you have this block of 45 minutes, then you have to think about, what do I want to do during this 45 minutes and what can I accomplish during this time? And before you know it, you only have 30 minutes of time. And then you've wasted 15 minutes when you could have sent off a bunch of emails or followed up with a bunch of customers or posted 3 times on social media, whatever it is that you're doing. You could have edited a video or filmed a short video in that 15 minutes if you're a YouTuber, right? So definitely schedule out your time. It's so important and you will make much better use of it. And I also suggest scheduling out family time when it's just you and the kids and your husband, because if you do that, you're going to be much more invested in that family time. So I do this every day as well. I usually have 10 to 15 minutes in the morning before I get out of bed when I will just kind of read through messages, check social media, see what's going on for the day. I do the same thing right before I go to bed at night. I block off an hour during the twins' nap time that is work time, and that's the time when Amelia has her lunch and she gets a half an hour on her iPad. The other hour of the twins nap time, because they're still napping for 2 hours in the afternoon, is me and Amelia time. So we go swimming in the pool, or we play games, we do puzzles. It's just time for me and her. And then dinner time is obviously a time that I block off and I don't do any work. And then throughout the day, just depending on how things go and if I have help or not, then I schedule things accordingly. But again, schedule your time, get a really good quality planner, one that has time markers in it, and I promise you'll be so much more productive and you'll have a lot more fun, because when you're not struggling to figure out what to do next and you know exactly what your next step is, you're going to be able to take big steps forward. All right, guys, my fourth tip for how to manage a side hustle as a busy mom is to set boundaries. Put up walls and keep them there. And no, I'm not meaning walls to block people out or to lock yourself in. I mean boundaries when it comes to you and your time and your space and your energy. I didn't do this in the beginning and I found it was difficult and it made my life harder because my work time would often spill over into my family time. And when I was sitting with my kids and hanging out with them, I would be answering text messages from colleagues or things that I was supposed to be doing, or I'd be editing a video, because I just didn't have clear boundaries as to when my time was for work and when my time was for family. And I think that's something that's so important. And especially if you have a team that you're building. I know a lot of new companies right now, MLMs, part of it is building a team and being there for other people and being responsible for helping them to build their business. And if you are somebody who's in one of those companies, then you definitely need to set boundaries for yourself as to when you are available, because you don't want people contacting you during dinner time or when you're putting your kids to bed. You want to have specific times during the day when they know that you're available to talk to them and able to answer their questions. But you also don't want them kind of spilling over and getting outside of those boundaries and starting to impact the other things in your life that are really important. Because let's face it, you're doing this side hustle to benefit you, not to take away from the things that are really, really important, which is family and family time, because that's time that you just can't get back if you miss out on it, right? All right, guys, my fifth and final tip for managing your side hustle as a busy mom is to set massive, massive, massive goals for yourself. Literally, the biggest goal that you can think of isn't big enough. You need to set huge goals, because as soon as you start doing that for yourself, you're gonna start to see massive growth in your business. And this is something I can promise you. Like, I promise you this will happen. So I was never a goal setter prior to starting my own business and my YouTube channel. I worked in a government job, and because of that, I developed the mentality that I knew what my salary was going to be next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. I mean, assuming I showed up to work every day and did a good job, I knew where I was going to be financially. But when you have your own business or a side hustle, when you do something like YouTube or Instagram or blogging, you are your own boss, and the amount of money that you make is directly determined by how hard you work. So if you're not setting massive goals for yourself, you're not reaching for the stars and the sun and the moon, you're never gonna get there. You have to set huge, huge goals. And this is one of the biggest things that I learned with my side hustles. So when I started my side hustle back in September, I didn't really set big goals. I kind of just did it thinking it would be something that I could make a little bit of extra money with, and I didn't really know where it was going to go. I had no experience in this industry, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I just kind of said, I guess I'm going to be an entrepreneur and see how it goes. And it wasn't very long before I realized that the things that I thought I could do were so small in comparison to the things that I could actually accomplish if I really put my mind to it and tried. So this is why I say, set a goal and then set another goal 10 times bigger and reach for that one. My goal at the start of January 2020 was to reach a certain level within my company by January 2021. And guess what, you guys? I reached that goal in April of 2020, which means only 1/3 of the way into the year, 1/3 of the way into my timeline for that goal to be achieved, I did it. I blew it completely out of the water, and I blew my own damn mind. Do you know why I did that? I did it because I was running for it so hard, because I was determined not to fail. If I had said to myself, I don't know, I don't really have any goals for this year, I don't know what I'm reaching for, I probably still wouldn't be there. And I maybe wouldn't even be there by January. But now I can set my goals that much bigger. My new goal for January 2021 is so massive that I can't even believe it. And if you would have told me back in December that that's what I was going to be running for, I would never, ever in a million years have believed you. But guess what? It's going to happen. You guys will be here and you'll get to see it, because I'll talk about it when it does. But that's my biggest tip for you guys. Of all of these tips, number 1, finding something that you absolutely love. And number 5, setting massive goals are my two biggest tips for you. I cannot emphasize them enough. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you find it valuable, and I hope that you go out there today and seize the day. Don't wait until you're ready. Don't wait until you feel settled and ready to go with this. Jump on it, because you're never going to feel 100% ready to start a side hustle. There's literally no downside. If you work even slightly hard, you will earn back any investment that you make, and then everything going forward from there is just gravy. So go for it, girl. I believe in you, and you should believe in you too. All right, guys, thank you so much for popping by today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you haven't gone ahead and done it already, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post new content. I am also very open to hearing your ideas and things that you guys would like to see me talk about, so drop a comment down below before you leave. And again, if you haven't already, check me out on Instagram, because I like to post lots of fun stuff there. I share tons of videos of the twins and our life as a family with 3 under 3. Anyways, guys, I'll let you go. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Bye!